Good evening, everyone. My name is Julia Hamilton. I currently work for Pinellas County Schools as a paraprofessional at an alternative education center. Today, I am going to talk to you about effectively communicating with your coworkers and establishing relationships in the workplace. These skills are critical to effectively perform many duties in multiple positions. There is a story made famous by Malcolm Gladwell. It is about a Korean airline pilot who made critical mistakes while in flight over a mountain region in Guam. The co-pilot, due to cultural and communication issues, felt like he was unable to tell the pilot about these mistakes. Ultimately, the plane crashed into the side of a mountain due to human error. The black boxes recovered from the crash identified that the co-pilot knew that these errors were life-threatening and yet never spoke up. While most of us will not have this type of devastating consequence if we do not effectively communicate with our co-workers, this exemplifies how critical this skill actually is. Increasing effective communication and establishing positive work relationships was the main purpose of my communication improvement project. The design included first recognizing the problem. You can't change something if you are unable to identify the root issue. Once the problem was identified, then I had to review the current field of research to come up with some strategies of how to improve my communication. Lastly, I had to implement those strategies. I identified some key components where my lack of relationships at my workplace may stem from. I needed to first reflect and realize that I am part of the issue. I can only work on myself, and knowing that I have the power to change, increase my desire to implement my plan. I recognize that when I feel intimidated or disconnected from my coworkers, I tend to stop communicating, which in turn leads to less and less communication and more isolation. It is a vicious cycle. According to Vanderrit 2013, I need to work on trusting my superiors, as this is a key to increasing motivation and ultimately trust. Another key component I identified was that I can contribute to the workplace by expressing myself and my ideas to coworkers and superiors. I do have good ideas. According to Vanderrit 2013, I needed to start writing my ideas down and working on increasing my courage to share in the workplace. In conclusion, communication is the key to establishing effective working relationships. Understanding that there is a large personal component that can be difficult. However, knowing that I hold the key to unlocking the communication block is both nerve-wracking and also inspiring. I have to put forth the effort, and that makes me feel a bit vulnerable. Yet without the leap of faith, you can hit a proverbial communication wall, or in the case of the Korean airline pilot, an actual mountain. The lessons learned that terrible day helped me to understand that I have a voice at my workplace and it is valuable. I must learn to use it confidently in order for the relationships I am longing for to grow. Thank you so much for your time today.